makes me crazy. I dream about our babies, gazing them days and contagious. You're my baby. We know each other like the back of our hands. Understand, there's no mistaking. I'm taking 'cause you're my drug, baby.
This is Richard Marx. The name of the song is Hazard. Let's go.
Understood what I felt for Mary. No one cared until the night you went out walking all alone and never came home. Man with a badge came knocking next morning. Here was I surrounded by 1,000 fingers suddenly pointed right at me.
Oh, so they think he did it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was standing there and he took off running. Yeah, so they came after him. But I don't know why they would go after him if there was somebody else.
So right now, all the fingers is pointing towards him right now.
Yeah.
As being the culprit. Oh, wow. Because he's the only one probably right now.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
I didn't date her.
You didn't date her?
She made you jealous, didn't she?
All righty, Sheriff. What's the point?
This is the point. You recognize this? How did you tie this around Miss Mary's neck?
I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. Oh, I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town.
You know, everyone thinks I should be afraid of you. But I'm not.
Shoot, you should have been.
So Hazard, Nebraska. So did she jump off the bridge?
I don't think she jumped.
And obviously he's the only one that was with her, or probably like the last one to be around her or to be seen
he
with
said,
her.
I swear I left you by the river safe and sound. Like you were perfectly fine when I left. But the way that they found her, he said somebody tied something around her neck. So somebody did it. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it just threw me for a look because I didn't expect for it to turn out like this. Especially like midway through, then I started seeing like the police and everything. I'm like, hold on, I don't know this is going this way. I know they're not finna, all the fingers finna point towards him, but it did. So I was just wondering that too. Even like the song, I like these types of songs where it's almost like, again, it's like a story. It's like it's written out as a story. So you got to really like follow the context of the song as like a story. But he's talking about Hazard, Nebraska. And I would assume it's like a very, very small town, a very small place.
Right.
So, one of them small places where everybody know everybody. Or is it just like a depicted type of town? But nonetheless.
I don't know.
Nonetheless.
That's a good question because at the end of the day, they came for him and he wasn't even the one that did it. But then people went and burnt up his trailer and everything. Like, because they thought that he did it too. And he didn't do it though. So who did it? Who did it?
He said he left her safe and sound.
His fingerprints were on the car.
Even when he said that, when he sing that part, I left you there safe and sound.
Oh,
that don't sound right either.
The sheriff did it.
But how did the sheriff do it?
What?
I didn't see. I thought there would have been a couple little clues towards the end that we would have saw it.
Well, because the sheriff pulled up though.
You know how it is.
While they were in the car, the sheriff pulled up while they were in the car, but he.
Well, I'm not gonna cast any aspersions, but
I mean, I don't know. Look,
you know how it is. You know how it is when you have.
Bad.
You know how it is when you have these little small towns. Sometimes they call them like the little sundown towns, and
right.
and everybody know everybody, and sometimes like the authorities, it's like they can kind of like run everything in the town. Especially when it comes to like the sheriff, kind of like even in the movie when we watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like it's like the sheriff was like
in control of everything. The sheriff was the police officer and the sheriff.
He was the police officer. He was the convict.
The gas station clerk.
The murderer. He was the gas station clerk.
He was everybody.
He was hiding the evidence.
Yeah.
All of that.
He was everything.
So I guess you could probably say, it probably was the sheriff.
It might have been the
most
sheriff.
did it.
Dang,
and it was Hazard, Nebraska. Yeah, it had to be. It was the sheriff. We're gonna stop it there.
Yeah.
We're gonna conclude that.
Lust in your body, boy, I'm addicted. Insisting commitment, predicted your insanity.